What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Man United in action again, Premier League, Matchday 30 up against Aston Villa at Old Trafford, 2 p.m. kickoff tomorrow. Manager is Unai Emery. So earlier on in the season, unfortunately Manchester United did lose 2-1 at Villa Park due to goals from two goals from Morgan Rogers, which were really brilliant strikes to be fair. And that was like kind of the difference between the two sides earlier on in the season. In terms of some insights for this match, Manchester United have lost just 2 of their last 37 home league games against Aston Villa, going down 1-0 both times in December 2009 and September 2021. Following their 2-1 win in December, Aston Villa are looking to complete the league double over Man United for the first time since 1954-55. And Manchester United have kept 30 clean sheets against Aston Villa in the Premier League. Only Arsenal have kept more against a single opponent in the competition. And finally, having lost 3 of their first 6 Premier League games this season, Man United have since lost just 3 of their last 23, though they did slip to a 2-1 loss at Newcastle United last time out. So in terms of some recent form for Aston Villa, they are coming away with a decent victory in the Europa League 2-1 win over, I think, LOSSC. It might be Lille, I'm not sure, it's a French side. I'm not fully aware of how to say their name. They did lose to Chelsea 4-1. They got beat by Wolves as well 2-0, which was a surprising defeat, because Wolves are basically the worst side in the Premier League, bottom of the table. So that was a little bit of a surprise. They drew to Leeds United 1-1. Newcastle beat them 3-1 in the FA Cup 4th round as well. So there's some recent results for you. In terms of Aston Villa team news, Kamara, Tielemans and Sancho, of course, are unavailable because Sancho is on loan from United. In terms of Aston Villa's starting lineup, this is how I think they'll be lining up. So Martinez in net, of course. Cash, Konsa, Ferran and Digne making up the back 4. Onana and Luiz, the 2 defensive central midfielders. McGinn, Buendia, Rodgers making up the front 3. In behind Ollie Watkins. So in terms of attacking in possession, Villa, number 1, structured build up a 3-2 base. Villa often build from the back in a 3-2 structure where a midfielder drops or a fullback inverts to create a stable platform. This helps them progress the ball safely under pressure. Number 2, patient but vertical progression. Emery encourages short combinations to attract pressure, then quick vertical passes through the lines once gaps appear. Number 3, attacking shape becomes a 2-3-5 or a 3-2-5 when attacking in the final third. Wingers stay high and wide, fullbacks overlap or underlap, and midfielders control central zones. This creates 5 attacking lanes across the pitch. Number 4, wide overload and switches. Villa often overload one side of the pitch with multiple players to draw defenders, then quickly switch play to the opposite side to exploit space. Rotations between midfielders and wide players or attacking midfielders often drop into midfield while others move forward to stretch the defense. These rotations confuse defensive marking. So in terms of defending without possession, Villa, they use a 4-4-2 defensive block. They usually defend in a 4-4-2 mid-block with 2 forwards pressing the 2 banks of 4 behind them. Force opponents wide. The front 2 screen central passing lanes and push play towards the wings where Villa can trap the opponent. High defensive line and offside trap. Villa often hold a very high defensive line, using coordinated movements to catch attackers offside. Number 4, selective pressing triggers. Instead of constant pressing, Villa press when opponents make a poor touch, a backward pass occurs, and the ball is played towards the touchline. Number 5, narrow or compact shape. The team stays horizontally narrow to protect the centre, keeping distances between lines small to prevent through passes. So in terms of Villa's star man, I'm gonna have to say it's Morgan Rogers for me. He's got 8 goals and 5 assists in the Premier League so far. He obviously scored two brilliant goals against United earlier on, so he is one to be looking out for. Got a really dangerous right foot on him. He has got some pace. He can beat a man as well, so he's one to be looking out for. Very dangerous in my opinion. But yeah, that's Villa's star man. In terms of Man United, we are coming away with a really poor loss against Newcastle United, 2-1 loss. Newcastle controlled most of the game. Well, not even really control most of the game, but United controlled the majority of the game, especially in the second half after Newcastle got a man sent off. So yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate that Newcastle got a man sent off and we weren't really able to capitalize on that on having that man advantage. United, we managed to score and threaten occasionally on transitions, but we struggled to build consistent attacks against Newcastle's organised defence. After pushing forward throughout the match, Newcastle eventually found the decisive goal to secure the 2-1 victory. I think they were rewarded for their perseverance and kind of staying in the game, in my opinion. They were really kind of rewarded for that, coming away with that victory. Decent goal, but I think it was poor defending as well by United, especially by Malacia, who kind of let Osulu, I think it was, kind of just cut inside, gave him so much space and time to kind of just bend it around the corner, bend it around Maguire as well, and then put it into the back of the net. So that was a little bit disappointing that Michael Carrick's first loss, our first loss in quite a long time, I think. Our first loss since the Aston Villa game earlier on in the season in December. So a little bit unfortunate that did happen. But we got to move on and we got to kind of keep on going. But yeah, like I said, Michael Carrick's first loss, a little bit unfortunate, but hopefully we can bounce back against Aston Villa tomorrow. In terms of United team news, Mazraoui, Martinez, De Ligt and Dogu are out of the starting lineup. So they're injured anyway, of course. So in terms of United starting 11, this is United starting 11. Lemens in it, of course. Mazraoui, Euro, Maguire and Shaw making up the back four. Casemiro and Mainu making up the two defensive midfielders. Mbeumo, Bruno Fernandes, Cunha, and then Sesko up front. So I think that's my starting 11. I think Ahmad is a little bit unfortunate to be missing out again, but I think Sesko's been in decent form as well, and so has Bruno Fernandes. So, and then of course Mbeumo in that right wing position. So, in terms of United star man, I'm gonna have to say it's Bruno Fernandes. He is leading, in terms of chance creation with 70. Well, I don't know how many chances he's created in the Premier League, but it's quite a lot. He's leading as well with I think 12 or 13 assists at this point. So Bruno Fernandes is for me is the star man for United. In terms of how do you beat Villa, number one, exploit the space behind Villa's high back line. Villa defend with a very high defensive line and aggressive offside trap. United should use quick runs in behind and early through balls to stretch the defence. Number two, beat the reverse press in build-up. Villa press in a 4-4-2 shape, trying to force play wide. United must play quickly through midfield or use switches to bypass the first line of pressure. Number three, target Villa's fullback spaces on transitions. When Villa attack, the fullbacks push high. United can exploit the spaces left behind them with fast counterattacks. Number four, control Villa's midfield creators. So stopping Villa's midfield rhythm is key. Limiting players like Luiz and John McGinn and obviously Morgan Rogers as well from progressing the ball. Progressing the ball will disrupt Villa's build-up. So number five, be clinical with the chances as well. Villa tend to dominate possession at home. We're at home, but United should be dominating possession at home. So we should be kind of having the more chances. We should be kind of taking the game to Villa. We should be creating more chances. Villa shouldn't be having. They shouldn't be dictating play. We should be having more chances. We should be creating more. We should be taking the game to Villa, and hopefully we can. Finishing opportunities efficiently will be crucial as well for United to come away with the 3 points. The clean sheet as well. We've struggled defensively all season. So I think 5 clean sheets against Sunderland, Newcastle, Man City, Spurs and Everton. Villa do have, dangerous players on the counter-attack who can break and kind of score against us. So, we need to be careful of that going forward. Hopefully we can kind of keep a clean sheet because we've struggled, like I said, all season. But yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game tomorrow. Hopefully we can come away with the 3 points. But in terms of the league table, let me just pull that up for you right now. This is the league table right now. United in third. I think with a win we would move to 54 points, increasing that gap between Chelsea and Liverpool as well. It would be really beneficial if we can kind of finish in the Champions League spaces. I think it would be a decent end to the season for us if we can. But yeah, I think Villa obviously with a win would move to 54 points as well, but they would move above us because obviously more points, and United, we have a better goal difference than Villa, of course, right now, so that's why we are above them. But yeah, if we can get the win, it would be a really important win, really good kind of bounce back from that defeat against Newcastle United, that really disappointing loss against 10-man Newcastle. Hopefully we can kind of bounce back and get the win against Villa. So yeah, in terms of my score prediction, this time around, I'm going to go for a Man United win. I'm going for a 2-0 Manchester United win. Bruno Fernandes and Sesko to score both the goals. So hopefully Manchester United can come away with the win and grab all 3 points. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this preview, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you after the match.